Good morning and welcome to the Salem Sports Breakfast Club. I'm Harv Shabothi, and on behalf of the Breakfast Club members, I'd like to welcome you to our final meeting of the year 2014-2015. As we have traditionally done in our final meeting of the year, we will be recognizing today some of the outstanding student athletes in this year's senior class. We started that tradition back in 1964. Our first 11 or 12 winners were all gentlemen. Back in the day, that was not unusual. Finally, in 1976, I think we finally wised up and started recognizing a female athlete of the year as well. So this will be the 40th time that we will be recognizing a female athlete as well as a male athlete of the year. In addition, we're going to be recognizing one of the outstanding coaches in the area, so that is also on our agenda. We'd like to welcome all of those in our television audience and say thank you in particular to CCTV. They have been with us since the early 90s, and once again they're bringing this into the homes of the Salem-Keizer community. We also would like to thank CCTV for their help all year in helping us recognize our athletes of the year, or athletes of the week. Our athletes of the week are a function that this club has been involved with since 1954. And this year, once again, each week, we've recognized at least two athletes of the week. We also want to say thank you to Willamette University. Willamette has hosted this club for many years. In fact, I think it was 25 years ago that I began emceeing this event, and we did it right here right here at the Putnam Center. And the Cat Cavern, once again, we thank Willamette University. They have hosted us all year long. We also want to thank their caterer, Bon Appetit. Bon Appetit, again, for the food this morning. Also, thank you to our folks over at Salem Trophy. All year long, these have been the folks that have provided the hardware, if you will, that our athletes get a chance to take home with them. Finally, special thanks to our friends at Les Schwab Tire. Les Schwab provides the financial support that makes all of this possible, and again, thank you, gentlemen. All right, with that, we are going to start actually by finishing some business before we get into recognizing those senior athletes. One of the functions that the club performs is to recognize the outstanding athlete in each of the sports that are sanctioned by the OSAA. And so we have a little bit of unfinished business in the sense that our spring season is just winding up, and it's time to recognize our spring sports athletes of the year. To make those presentation from our board of directors, and actually he has been the steward that's kind of kept this organization going for so many years, but to introduce our athletes of the season, the spring season, Don Cruzel. Don?
Thank you. If I could get the award receivers to go ahead and come on up, I'd appreciate it for our spring sports. Our senior athlete of the year for, you want to stand up front a little bit more. For boys track and field is Tristan James from West Salem. All right. Tristan won both the long and triple jump at the GVC district meet and showed his wheels, placing fourth in the 100-meter and helping the 4x100 relay to a second place finish. At state, the 4x100 and 4x400 relays took fourth, and he placed second in the long jump while earning his third state title in the triple jump with a bound of 49 feet, 1.5 inches, winning by over 2 feet. Tristan James from West Salem. And our senior athlete for boys tennis is Thomas Schopp from Sprague. After coming into districts as the 4 seed in doubles and qualifying for state with a third place finish, Thomas and his doubles partner, sophomore Nate Harder, fought their way through the consolation bracket at state, beating teams from McKay and Oregon City before their second place consolation finish to South Eugene. Thomas Schopp from Sprague. And our senior athlete of the year for girls tennis is Sandy Childress from McNary. Sandy played doubles for McNary with her freshman sister Hannah. At districts, the duo finished as conference champions. At state, they entered as the 6th seed and knocked off the 2 seed from Beaverton in the quarterfinals 6-2, 6-1 before finishing 4th overall. Sandy Childress from McNary. And our senior athlete of the year for boys golf is Michael Iyer from West Salem. Michael was district champion at the Greater Valley Conference District Tournament at Corvallis' Trysting Tree course, where he finished both rounds under par, closing with a 2-day score of a 3 under 141. At state, he finished tied for 8th after hitting 73 and 77 at Emerald Valley Golf Course in Cresswell. Michael Iyer from West Salem. And our senior athlete of the year for softball is Jesse Isham from Sprague. Jesse was named the GVC Softball Player of the Year and first team all-conference catcher. A wall behind the plate that kept runners at their base with a .960 fielding percentage. Jesse also led the Olies at the plate. For the season, she hit .657 with an on-base percentage of .718. She also had a 137 slugging percentage with 12 doubles and 7 home runs, 32 RBIs, and 20 runs scored. She also earned 13 stolen bases on the year. Jesse Isham from Sprague. And our senior athlete of the year for baseball is Mickey Walker from McNary. Mickey earned first team all GVC honors this season. For the mound, he finished with 7 wins and 2 losses on 6 complete games. He led the Celts with a 157 ERA and averaged less than a runner per inning, allowing a batting average of only 166. Mickey also helped his cause from the plate, hitting .321 and earning a .454 on-base average. He also led the team with 6 stolen bases. Mickey Walker from McNary. And congratulations to all these outstanding seniors. Thank you.
Our highlight for our final meeting of the year always is the recognition of the outstanding seniors in this senior class as far as student athletes are concerned. These folks are all winners. Winners in the sense that not only their accomplishments on the field or athletically, they are also outstanding students. You'll find student body leaders in this group. You'll find folks who have contributed in a variety of ways in their community. They've each been nominated by their schools for the 2 awards that we provide. The first award will wind up going to the Outstanding Female Athlete of the Year. It is our Harold Houck Award, which was first presented in 1976. We also have the Oliver Houston Award. It is our oldest. We first awarded it in 1964. So once again, you're going to get an opportunity to get a chance to meet some of the outstanding student athletes in this year's senior class. To do the introductions of these athletes, we have a gentleman who has for years been the voice of KBZY Sports, or you may have followed him on the internet with Full Access Sports. Will you join me in welcoming Mark Dillman?
Math doesn't work here. We've got a number of great athletes here, and first you'd like to have the Harold Hauk Female Athletes of the Year please come forward, and we will sing your praises here in a moment. We'll begin with Courtney Backer of McKay High School. Courtney is a two-sport athlete playing volleyball for both high school and club teams, as well as running track. As a freshman, she was Rookie of the Year for the McKay track team, a 4-year varsity athlete running in the 4x100 meter relay, 4x400 meter relay, 100 meters, 200 meters, 400 meters, 800 meters, and she threw the javelin too. As a 2-year varsity volleyball player, she was a team captain her senior year. Off the court and the track, Courtney is a member of the National Honor Society, Mu Alpha Theta Math Club, and the Fellowship of Christian Athletes. Active in her church, Courtney helps teach a children's junior Bible quiz class. With a GPA of 3.83, Courtney will attend Chemeketa this fall and earn her associate's degree, and then plans to transfer to a 4-year university. Courtney Backer of McKay High School. Tiffany Wall of North Salem High. Tiffany is a 4-sport athlete for the Vikings. In volleyball, she was a 4-year varsity starter and earned the Offensive MVP award as a freshman, and a Coach's Award as a sophomore, Best Teammate and Most Approved for a first-year setter her junior year, and was the team MVP her senior year. She was the Rotary Athlete of the Month and also a 4-year starter for the Southside Volleyball Club team. She played 2 years of softball for the Vikes, earning a varsity letter as a center fielder, and was the Rookie of the Year her sophomore season. And then she moved on to track, where she was Rookie of the Year her junior season, earned 2 varsity letters, and then this year she won the district high jump. Tiffany's talents are not limited to the court, track, or the field. She is the student body treasurer at North, is in her 2nd year of leadership, and carries a 3.92 GPA while taking several honors classes. She also volunteers at the middle school track meets, and with her church, she recently went on a mission trip to California to work with the less fortunate. Tiffany plans to pursue a career in the health field and will attend either Corban University or Chemeketa this fall. Tiffany Wall of North Salem High School. Mackenzie Rumrill of West Salem High. Mackenzie is primarily a swimmer, but also ran track her sophomore year for the Titans. A club swimmer for 11 years, she was the Oregon Outstanding Female Athlete of the Year for 2015. She holds 2 state records, the 100 fly and the 200 IM, was team captain 3 years, and was the 2014 national champion in the 100 fly, and holds multiple state titles, including the 50, 100, 200 free, 100, 200 back, 100 fly, 100, 200 breast, and the 200 IM. For the Titans swim program, Mackenzie was a 3-year varsity athlete, 3-time MVP, the Salem Sports Breakfast Club Senior Athlete of the Year, multiple the Salem Sports Breakfast Club Athlete of the Week awards, a 12-time district champion, a 10-time record holder at West Salem High, in addition to being both an athletic and academic All-American. By the way, she also earned the Statesman Journal Swimmer of the Year award 3 times and the Moda Health Athlete of the Meet at the 2015 state championships, where she won 2 state titles and set 1 state record. There's more. Okay. Out of the pool, Mackenzie volunteers her time at both Walker Middle School and Myers Elementary, where she is a teacher's assistant. She also helps with the Country Kids Relays and the Awesome 3000, while also finding time to visit the elderly at Orchard Heights Prestige Care, bringing them cards to celebrate the holidays. Mackenzie will be attending the University of Arizona this fall, where she earned both academic and athletic scholarships. Mackenzie Rumrill of West Salem High. Jasmine Ernest of McNary High School is best known for her exploits on the basketball court, but she was also a 3-year varsity letter winner for the Celtics track and field team, finishing with a 4th place finish in the javelin in 2015 and a 3rd place finish in 2014. She was described by her coach as having great leadership on and off the track. On the basketball court, she was a 4-year varsity letter winner and a 2-year starter, where she was an honorable mention All-League athlete and team captain for 2013-2014. For the 2014-15 season, she was the McNary Defensive Player of the Year. Her coach describes her as a consistent player who showed unmatched leadership both on and off the court. And we joked that she was our third assistant coach on the varsity team, but in all reality, she could tell any girl at any position where she needed to be, and she'd be right. Her leadership grew, and without question, her teammates would agree she became our vocal leader as the year went on. Jasmine, by the way, is involved in Young Life, Day Spring Youth Ministries, high school and middle school leadership, as well as 4-H. She also volunteered with community service cleanup at Kaiser Samanka Place for women and children and volunteered at the McNary Booster Club auction. With a 3.96 GPA, all honors and AP classes, Jasmine plans to attend Chemeketa this fall and play basketball for the Storm. Jasmine Ernest of McNary High School. Katie McWilliams of South Salem. She earned a varsity letter in track and field for the Saxons her freshman year, finishing 6th in the 400 meters and 7th in the long jump and 7th in the triple jump at the Central Valley Conference meet. However, it's on the basketball court where Katie has made her mark on high school sports. She's a 4-year letter winner and varsity starter, was named the Oregon Gatorade Player of the Year for 2014-15. She was also selected as the Oregonian and Oregon Live Player of the Year and Mid-Valley Regional Player of the Year 2 years running. She has a 5-star rating from ESPN, and they don't hand those out. And she's ranked as the number 40 player in the country for her class. Also for the past 2 seasons, Katie was the CVC-GVC Conference Player of the Year, Nike Interstate Shootout All-Star Selection, 6A State Tournament All-Tourney Team, and First Team 6A All-State. As a sophomore, she garnered Honorable Mention All-State and is a 4-time unanimous All-League player, the Saxon team MVP 4 times. She also captained the team for the past 3 seasons, leading them to 3 state championships while helping to improve the team's overall record each year, culminating with a state championship this spring. Despite the time it takes to compile that record, by the way, Katie has also been in the Saxon Leadership Program for the past 3 years, is actively involved at Morning Star Community Church, worked security at the Awesome 3000, worked at the Second Harvest Food Bank, assists students at nearby elementary schools, was a volunteer at Oregon's birthday party, has worked in the community cleanup project for South Salem neighborhoods, and is a counselor at the Saxon Hoop Camp. A member of the National Honor Society with a 3.89 GPA, Katie has earned a full-ride scholarship to Oregon State University, where she'll major in exercise science and play basketball for the Beavers. Katie McWilliams of South Salem. And finally, Madison Brown of Sprague High School. Madison ran track for the Olies in 2012, but is best known for her exploits on the pitch for the Olympian soccer team and has maintained an impressive collection of honors during her time at Sprague. In the fall of 2014, she did the following: led the team in scoring with 18 goals and contributed 4 assists, set the Sprague single-season scoring record with 18 goals, and for Sprague, she was team captain junior and senior year, voted best offensive player as a junior and senior, voted most inspirational by teammates. In 2011, was selected as Rookie of the Year, and her conference honors included 2013 and 14 All Mid-Valley Soccer Team, 2012 and 13 and 2014 selected CVC or GVC First Team All-League, and in 2011 selected as Second Team All-League midfielder as a freshman. In addition, Madison played for the Olympic Development Program state team for 4 years and was selected in the top 18 for regional camps, which includes 14 Western states. She also played on the state champion club team for 3 years and is currently playing in Elite Club National League. Hope I got that right. Also selected for the Oregon All-Star team, the Statesman Journal Athlete of the Week in October of 2014, and was the Salem Sports Breakfast Club 2014 Female Soccer Player of the Year. She's not just an athlete, though. Madison was also part of the Sprague Concert Choir from 2011 through 2013 and has a leadership delegate in 2013 and 14. She has volunteered working with the middle school and grade school youth at Morning Star for 5 years, as well as volunteer work for the homeless at the Union Gospel Mission, and during spring breaks for the past 4 years, not to mention her work with inner city youth in Tacoma, Washington, and in California. And finally, she gives her time working with elementary students in the Future Olympian Soccer Academy, a week-long soccer camp for the feeder schools of Sprague High School, something she's done for 4 years. A National Honor Society member with a GPA of 3.75, Madison will attend and play soccer at Biola University in La Mirada, California, where she'll major in nursing with plans to become a nurse practitioner and get a family practice degree. Again, welcome and congratulate Madison Brown of Sprague High School. And your 2015 Harold Houck Female Athlete of the Year is Katie McWilliams of South Salem High School. Congratulations to all these young ladies as they go take their seats again. Thank you very much, ladies. It's your turn, gentlemen. Come on up. The Oliver Houston Prep Athlete of the Year. Will the nominees please step forward? Flexing is optional, gentlemen. All right. Here's our list, beginning with Connor Fohn of South Salem, who typifies the definition of student athlete. He played 4 sports while at South Salem. In only a single season as a baseball player, he was a second-team All-League selection. And in a single season of track, had 4 top 10 finishes at the Greater Valley Conference meet, and was a member of the state qualifying 4x100-meter relay team in 2015. On the football field in 2014, Connor was first-team All-Mid-Valley receiver, GVC All-League receiver, co-MVP on the offense for South High, All-State honorable mention receiver, and is scheduled to play in the Les Schwab Invitational as well. It's on the basketball court that Connor has compiled even more impressive recognitions and has done the following. In 2013, the CVC All-League Honorable Mention Award. In 2014, team captain when the Saxons took home the 3rd place trophy at state. A 2014 Moda Health Player of the Game at the state tournament. And a 2014 All-League Selection 2nd team. In 2015, team captain and part of a squad that took 4th place at state this spring. He was, most importantly, the KBZY GVC Player of the Game 6 times, Salem Sports and Breakfast Club Athlete of the Week, Merritt Truax Memorial Northwest Shootout Selection, South Salem High School Saxon Award winner, Greater Valley Conference First Team, Moda Player of the Game in 2 games during the state tournament this year, First Team All-State Tournament Team, OSAA All-State Honorable Mention, and a Statesman Journal All-Mid-Valley Player of the Year. On the academic side, Connor holds an impressive 4.0 GPA, is the ASB Vice President, was a member of the All-Academic Team for the CVC and the GVC all 4 years, volunteered at the Northwest Shootout Kids Camp, has worked in neighborhood cleanup for the past 3 years, volunteers with South Salem Rotary, and was a camp coach at both the baseball and basketball camps for South Salem. Connor will be attending Carroll College in Helena, Montana, where he'll study biology and have the opportunity to play football and basketball and baseball. Okay, football for the Halos. Hey, he had all 3 listed for a while. Okay? He's got to sleep sometime. Connor Fohn of South Salem. Carl Emmerich of McKay. Okay. A 2-sport athlete for the Scots, Carl was a 2-year varsity starter on the football team and captained the squad in 2014. He was selected as an all-GVC honorable mention player at offensive guard and was also voted most inspirational by his teammates. On the wrestling mat, Carl was a 4-year letterman and 2-year team captain. He compiled a record of 39-14 his senior year and took home the 4th place trophy at the state tournament in freestyle and 5th place in Greco-Roman. He was also voted most inspirational by his teammates. A member of the National Honor Society, Carl is a member of the French Club, may we, and a member of the youth leadership at the People's Church. With a 3.74 GPA, Carl will be attending Oregon State University this fall. Carl Emmerich of McKay High School. Connor Goff of McNary. A 3-year sport athlete for the Celtics, Connor played football, basketball, and baseball. In football, he earned 3 varsity letters, was honorable mention at both linebacker and tight end, and team captain his junior and senior year. He was also named the defensive MVP for McNary and received the Chris Anagnos Award for effort while making the all-academic team 3 years running. Coach Parker said of him, Connor was an honorable mention linebacker, an honorable mention tight end, and an award winner, and he had great core values of effort, focus, and attitude. On the basketball court, Connor earned 4 varsity letters and was a 3-year starter. Injured for his senior season, he did come back and played late in the year, and he earned the Coach's Award for Outstanding Character and was on the all-academic team for 4 years. His coach said that he is an outstanding representation of Celtic pride in our program, in the community, and in the classroom. And on the baseball field, Connor was once again a 4-year letter winner and a 3-year starter, though he was injured during his sophomore year. He came back, though, to earn second-team All-League first base honors as a junior and was twice the team captain. With over 300 hours of community service, Connor has given back to the community through 4 years of kids' basketball and football camps, working the Christmas present giveaway at his church, volunteering for an elementary teacher's class, organized a Christmas shopping trip for a family in need, and was even a sandbagger during some of our recent floods. Looks like he can handle it. With 40 college credits to his name, Connor will take his 3.96 GPA while taking all honors and AP classes to Oregon State in the fall of 2015. Connor Goff of McNair. Not here, but want to give him some recognition, Cameron Harris of North Salem. Cameron, a 3-year sports athlete for the Vikings, earned a varsity letter in track in 2014, as well as being a 2-year letter winner and starter on the football team. As a wrestler, Cameron placed 5th at the CVC tournament and moved that to a 2nd place finish in a state qualifier in 2014. In 2015, he was the GVC tournament champion and placed 2nd at the state meet. In addition, Cameron won the Team Captain Award for the Vikes, garnered the most team points, won the Athlete of the Year Award, and placed 7th at the Reno World's National Tournament. Off the mat, Cameron works with the Hoopla Tournament, as well as community work for his church. Cameron will attend Southwest Oregon Community College this fall. Again, a round of applause for the absent but awesome Cameron Harris. 2 more. Corson Davis of Sprague. A 2-sport athlete at Sprague, Corson played football and wrestled. On the field, he earned 3 varsity letters and was honorable mention linebacker in 2013 and honorable mention linebacker and fullback in 2014 when he was also the team captain. On the mat, Corson earned 4 varsity letters and was twice a district placer and district champion in 2015. He was also the team captain and voted Outstanding Wrestler of 2015. Corson added the Larry Owings Champ and Reese's Tournament of Champions winners to his resume. He was also selected to represent the USA in New Zealand for a cultural exchange trip. Corson is a 7-year member of the All Phase Wrestling Club, was in the Sprague Leadership Program, and volunteered at the Red Cross Blood Drive. With a GPA of 3.43, Corson will attend Southern Oregon University, where he'll wrestle and pursue a degree in business administration. Corson Davis of Sprague. And finally, Cade Smith of West Salem. While only a football player, Cade has racked up an impressive list of accomplishments and records, and that's no small feat at West Salem. A 4-year letterman, he was a 3-year starter and a 2-year team captain. He was also named the Mid-Valley Player of the Year in 2013 and 2014. First team All-Conference in 2013 and 2014. See a pattern? 2014, GVC Player of the Year offensively. In 2014, the Salem Sports Breakfast Club Player of the Year. In 2014, second team All-State quarterback. He also holds school records with over 2,400 yards passing in 2014, 32 TD passes in 2014, and also for his career, 5,770 yards passing, 71 touchdown passes, and 2,563 rushing yards, again, all school records. Off the field, Cade is an honor roll student with a 3.65 GPA and is active at Salem Alliance Church. He's earned a scholarship to play football at Utah State University. Cade Smith of West Salem. And your 2015 Oliver Houston Prep Athlete of the Year is Connor Fohn of South Salem High School. Thank you, gentlemen, and excuse me if I talked a little fast.
Congratulations to all these fine athletes from our senior class. We have a Coach of the Year award to present, but before we do, one special award that we have given over time, we've called this the Sportsman Award, a variety of things, recognizes contributions to high school and collegiate athletics in the area. It's an award that basically goes to individuals who aren't always in the limelight, but whose work is instrumental to making high school and collegiate athletics happen in our community. The Salem Sports and Breakfast Club members are individuals who try to make sure that the spotlight is always on the kids rather than on them as individuals. This award is now called the Jack Bull Award, and the reason for that award is that Jack was the epitome of service before self. I was president of this organization for 17 years. Well, Jack Bull was treasurer when I started as president. Jack Bull was still here when I finished as president. So while I had 17 years, here's a gentleman who wound up contributing far more than that as our treasurer. And as our treasurer, as you saw this morning, the treasurer often is the person that has to sit outside, gets to greet everyone, but on the other hand, doesn't come in, doesn't get to eat like the rest of us until everyone is seated in the program ready to go. Jack had no problem performing that function for 20 years. Jack, in addition, as a treasurer, was basically the individual who, instead of us going to him for checks, instead of us going to him to sign papers, he always came to us, riding his bicycle in from northeast Salem, just on the other side of Lancaster. And again, the epitome of service before self. And we have another individual to recognize from this community who you can say the very same thing about. To introduce our Jack Bull Award winner, I'm going to call upon Pete Hoffert.
Bryan, would you come up and bring your sense of humor? Congratulations. Without people like Bryan, and it's why we feel so strongly about this award, because it is named for Jack Bull. But without people like Bryan, this club wouldn't exist. And so we are really pleased to recognize him with this award. Most of you know Bryan's retiring this year after 8 years as athletic director at West Salem. Assistant principal at West 4 years prior to that. Extensive coaching career himself. Dave Johnson, the former football coach at South and executive director of the Oregon Coaches Association, hired Bryan, was, I believe, assistant coach for Dave for 13 years, right along in that area, as well as volunteer coach for youth basketball, Little League baseball, and other coaching. I want to read, because Dave could not be here but wanted to be here, I want to read a short paragraph, and I want to quote Dave. And Dave says, Bryan has helped develop one of the strongest and most respected athletic and academic programs in the state of Oregon. Bryan's loyalty to the Salem Sports and Breakfast Club has also been outstanding. Even though there may have been, Bryan may have been at athletic events late the previous evening, he was always at the club meeting early Monday morning with his sense of humor and positive comments about his West Salem Titans. Bryan is a true professional, an outstanding educator who sees the big picture and strives to make each athlete's experience a positive one. Thank you, Bryan, for all you've done for Salem Kaiser, and you will be missed. I know Dave's a close friend of Bryan, as he is of mine, and Dave wanted to be sure and say that. Two quick things on a personal note. Bryan and Lori have a number of acres near Jory Hill Park. My 5-year-old and 7-year-old grandsons happen to live about a block and a half from them. Bryan and Lori rescued 2 alpacas about a year and a half ago, and we cannot go around that corner without stopping the car and the 2 boys talking to the alpacas. Now, Bryan says he's heard my voice too, but Bryan says in his retirement he's going to have time to hook up some kind of a system to when people who are riding their horses by or walking by or in cars stop and say, "Hi, alpacas, how you doing today?" and so on. And Bryan's going to be able to answer back. So I'm looking forward to my 5 and 7-year-old going, "Hi, alpacas, how you doing today?" And they're going, "Hi, Tommy, Robbie, I see you're in uniform, you're headed to the game." I want to see their faces. And Bryan, finally, we want you back next year as a civilian. And remember, dues are due in September. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you again, Bryan, for many, many years of service to not only to this club, but to the community at large. The final award that we're going to be making this morning goes to the Coach of the Year. And I think all of us who are in this room who've ever competed athletically can think of that one individual who, along the way in our career, gave us a little bit of advice, a little bit of a helping hand, a little bit of direction, that one person that kind of challenged us and enabled us to kind of take that next step as a leader, not only of our team, but a leader in our schools. The Salem Sports and Breakfast Club each year recognizes one of these individuals. We have one special person again to recognize this year to present our Coach of the Year award. Once again, Don Curzell.
All right. And Nick, if I could have you come up here and stand with me. Congratulations. All right, our high school Coach of the Year has a long history of coaching. Oddly enough, a career that started in 1982, where he won the Tri-River Coach of the Year at Santiam Christian for baseball. As with many coaches, our recipient has coached many a sport and level in his career, and here are just a few of his highlights. 36 years as a head or assistant basketball coach with a record of 490 and 271. 22 years as a head boys basketball coach with a record of 335 and 194. 8 years as a head girls basketball coach with a record of 155 and 77. 2 state championships, boys in '84 and girls in 2015. 4 years head baseball coach, 5 years assistant softball coach, and has coached 10 all-state boys and girls over his years. Career accomplishments include 1982, the Tri-River Coach of the Year for baseball. In basketball, he was the 83-84 Casco and Tri-River Coach of the Year. In '84, the OACA State Coach of the Year. In '92, '93, 2006, 2007, the Valco Coach of the Year. In 2014, the Mid-Valley Region Coach of the Year and the USA Today National Coach of the Year nominee. And in 2015, the Oregonian and Oregon Live 6A Coach of the Year, the OACA Coach of the Year, the Mid-Valley Region Coach of the Year, the GVC Coach of the Year, and the Salem Sports and Breakfast Club Coach of the Year. Please join me in recognizing our Chuck Bowles High School Coach of the Year, Nick McWilliams of South Salem High.
All right, congratulations, Nick. And as we said at the outset, here's a gentleman who has risen many, many athletes to that next level. That wraps up our awards this morning. We invite all of you back to the Salem Sports and Breakfast Club when you get a chance. I understand most of you will be moving on to college, but hopefully there will be a Friday that you can drop by and join us. We hope that you do. Otherwise, we'll see everybody else first Friday after Labor Day in the school year. Thank you very much.